Scrapyard Pirate's Life. And as you can see, Pirate's Life is, well, it is. We got some lag today, so it's kind of slow, probably because of the holiday. I'm going to blame it on that. We had a lot of stuff happen. Off camera, basically all I did was shift a lot more material over to the Lupus Regina, and let's see here. I also added a section back here. You'll notice we don't have any oxygen because we're all exposed to vacuum because of this. We added the one of the assemblers with a speed marker, as well as the large cargo pod and two of the small hydrogen tanks from the scrapyard or scrap bait. And then we also did some plumbing as far as a little bit more work down there. Here we'll jump out here so you can see what we did. It's kind of laggy right now. Makes me wonder if they're thinking about bringing some sort of victim for us. As you can see, we got some new plumbing set up for this here, and ultimately the goal is to get another large cargo pod on this side and hook another assembler to it. That way we can be a little bit more self-sufficient. We'll also armor up this area up here. And then as far as this staircase from up there is concerned, I am on the fence. I was thinking about making this another deck and putting the airlock right here in between these two, and then possibly replumbing this. But I don't know yet. I might do the airlock right about midway here and then have that come down and still connect. I like the idea of having these feet here, but I'm also thinking we might want to drop it down a little bit more because, you know, we're going to armor plate this. So, but on the other hand, we could do half plates. That would work as well. So I don't know. Still kind of on the fence on what to do. We'll have to figure it out. But I am thinking about bringing the stairway up to here and literally running the pathway underneath this. You know, coming to right about here maybe, have the airlock open up, and then a stairway down right here. And then we can have that in place right there too. The other idea I was thinking was setting it up so I had an airlock off the side here. So in place of this glass here, we instead have an airlock access and a walkway out. But if we did that, we could have a problem with regards to this situation here, because we'll have that right next to us. It might be a difficult spot, especially with this hydrogen engine in front. I don't know. I think maybe it might be better to set it up here and then put a conduit or some sort of connector here. There is the matter of this these two deals here, so I don't know if there's probably piping going between those two, but I don't know exactly where it comes across. I'm gonna guess it might be up here, but I don't know for sure. We won't know until we actually like tear into this. And ideally, I think, oh wait, no, here. This is probably where it comes in, right down here. Yeah, it probably comes in right under here. And then it goes up to the upper level here. But it's hard to say, because it might come across, but I don't know. We'll take a look inside, because I'm thinking, I don't know that... I mean, it's not a bad idea to have a connector at the bottom, but I don't know. We're going to still put the aft hangar bay in the back for the ship, so that's definitely something that I'm definitely sticking with. But that's, you know, we'll do that too. But I am kind of curious to know, okay, I bet this connects. So if that connects there, but here's the problem. Where's the connection on this side? And how far over is that? That is the question. So let's go ahead and jump up here and take a look. Looks like we are 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks over. So we come down into here. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So this is right about where it's at on both sides. Here and here. And let's see where we're at here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 blocks puts us right at this cargo container. So I'm thinking this is definitely an object that we're going to be working with here. So we're going to go ahead and pull out all this gear. And I want to get as much of it as possible put onto these shelves. And then we're going to go ahead and dump a bunch in this cargo pod here. And then the rest of it is going to go down below in there. Ooh, I think I've actually got it plumbed up now. So it might actually be better for me to transfer the entire contents of this to the new one. So let's go ahead and do that. Zip down here until we get to the L's. There we are. Large industrial container. Small cargo container. Alright. And the reason why I want to transfer them over is because I'm thinking I might move that. Because, oh, and this is an interior wall. Nice. We may get rid of the interior wall and put more shelving in place. I like this shelving. It's really handy and nice. And then what we can do is put we can put a cross piece here and put an airlock on that side and an airlock on that side. We'll need 2 connectors, which we can salvage from the scrap bait. The scrap bait's going to be basically salvage bait for now. But when we make the station, we're going to honor scrap bait's name by calling it the scrap bait station, and we'll try to keep the beacon for scrap bait around as well if we can. So, back to the matter at hand. I also checked out the station over there. Unfortunately, it was the GCSC station, which means we are enemies with them. Kind of sucks. I didn't really want to be enemies with them, but we kind of had to take advantage of the situation while we could. So we're going to zip over here and see if we can't get some more salvage from the scrap bait. I'm going to continue forward and see if I'm going to come closer to those ice rocks. I do want to get ice, I really do, but I don't know. I'm not so sure that, I don't know that I want to get tangled up in those necessarily, but we could use the scrap, and we could use definitely some components and stuff. What I'd like to do, actually, honestly, I'm really thinking I might drop one of my grinders. Ah, man, I wish there was another I wish there was a friendly station, trade station on the orbit of the moon, but there really isn't. And that is a long ways away. Like, a really long ways away. So, yeah. I'm just kind of bummed. I don't really have a ship to get down to the moon. And per the jetpack rules, we're pretty much SOL if we get down within the gravity well. Because per the jetpack rules, if we reach a certain gravity, remembering, I think the P gravity has to be, I think it's what did I decide? I think it was 0.5 is what we decided. And that was like, you're toast. You can't use your jetpack. You gotta turn it off. It's like, no, it was 0.25. I'm pretty sure it was 0.25. Yeah, 0.25. So, yeah. Alas, it's not gonna happen. Hello, guns. It always is kind of scary when they're looking at you. Makes you wonder what they're thinking. Analyzing whether or not you're a target or not. Alright, so let's go inside here and see what else we can salvage. Now I'm gonna go ahead, I want to transfer all the materials, but I'm looking for anything else that's like useful as far as mechanical salvage. I want to leave, I'm going to leave an oxygen tank in here. I've got 2 in there. And I've already got 2 H2O2 gens, so I don't really need those. Gyros, got plenty of those. And then this one here, I was going to leave this and this and go with a basic, but you know, the more I keep thinking about it, the more I keep wondering if it wouldn't be better if I just grabbed both of these and just stuck it on there and just put a basic in here instead. Just slapped it on there. I don't know. Oh, it might be good. But then on the other hand, you know what I could do? I could put a refinery in there. That might actually be a good idea too. Down here, I don't really have anything that I really need. Although those would probably be good to get, but I don't have anywhere to put them right now. I have to plumb in a space for those. Those hyperspace thingies. So I think at this point, I just want to maybe, well, off camera, I'm going to take some time and carry over a bunch of the materials. But I think right now, what we're going to do is see if there's any other salvage we want to take over there. So let's go ahead and jump up here. I'm not going to worry about the food because per the salvage rules, both that and this can be built over there. That's fine. So this, however, would be very useful. Yeah, I don't have an LCD panel over there that I could use. Do I? I don't know. Yeah, I think I do. Alright, so, honestly, I think what we really just need to do, unless I want to take some containers, is just materials. We just need to empty it out, so, yeah. I think the smart money would be to offload my spare grinder. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to be kind of crazy. We're going to offload the spare grinder. We're going to go to the armory. We're going to collect the... well, we're not going to collect the extra drill, and we'll leave the gun. I'm going to drop all but one of the magazines. Actually, all but 2 of the magazines. Okay. Alright, we got 2 energies, we got a hydrogen tank. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump up here. We're gonna get, let's see here, do we have an oxygen tank available? I want a hydrogen tank and an oxygen tank, because we're gonna do something crazy. Really crazy. I want to go around the moon. It's gonna be mad. We might draw attention to ourselves, we might get killed doing it, but I feel like it's important. I feel like we need to do this. And the reason why I'm thinking this is if there's another friendly economy station around the moon, we really need to check it out. But here's the trick. We have to do it in a way so that we don't get caught up in the gravity. Because if we land on the moon, if we get too close to the gravity, we're going to die because we're going to fall into the moon. Because we have to turn the gravity off at 0.25. So, but we can do this. Let's check it out. We're gonna do it. We're going out here. I'm gonna set a location off to the side here, and let's see what we can see. It's gonna be a bit of a drift, but that's okay. We already know that this is hostile to us now, and who knows? We might run into some baddie somewhere out here too, which would be sucky. But we might also salvage something, we don't know. So that's why I got my pistol, I've got a grinder and a torch. Even though I didn't really want to do my elite torch, but you know, I didn't think about it. So we're going to drift over towards the moon and see what pops up on a circle. I don't know. We're going to find out. We have the extra oxygen tank, so that's good. I don't see any hostiles popping up. There's our ice signals up there. I went ahead and left the ice signals handy, just to be on the safe side. Alright, that's a rock. I'm always watching for sparklies, because sparklies can sometimes be salvaged that's floating there unpowered. I'm always looking. I mean, this little foray around the moon is to do two things. Look for an economy station, but we're also open to salvage. And try not to get killed by the bad guys. Yeah. So, that's kind of the thing. Now, I thought the moon had a lot of... normally, I thought the moon had a lot of economy stations around it. But I couldn't... There's only 2 that I've seen. Now, I saw a military escort ship. We saw that. That was not part of this moon, the ones that hate us. And I really like that, which means there's hope that there's some other factions here that we could maybe, you know, do some business with, so to speak. Okay, I feel like I'm getting really close to the moon, even though I aimed myself a little farther away than I thought, but that's okay. Alright, so I think they'll probably have a drone if I got too close. I mean, I might be able to get on the station, but they hate me, so I highly doubt I'm gonna have access to even the station itself. So that's not even worth going over there. And I'm flying into the sun, which is making it kind of hard for me to see anything. I'm looking for the telltale circles of the safety shields. That's a good clue. Getting closer to the moon. I will go into a little bit of its gravity well, most likely, just because I want to get a good read on anything that's signaling. I see some blinking lights down on there, but I can't tell if that's because there's actually something there or not. But we're gonna do the loop, and we're gonna see what we can get here. Alright, I'm not seeing anything. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Sorry about this, guys, but apparently we have an error code popping up. You know, it's really funny. I actually did not have this on very long, and it's already acting up. Oh, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. I think, I mean, I thought I had this solved out, but apparently I don't. Apparently, we are still going to have error statuses from overheats. Honestly, I may have to just... I don't know. I'm just frustrated. I try to do everything